Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Broncos going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20. Three-yard line. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Seven yards to go on second down. On second down, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. Now he steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Now Wentz. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On play action, Wentz. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run for him in Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot. And
I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. D. Ford coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. From midfield, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. So a development here as Wentz is out. They'll set up the throw. And he's going to go down again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tano Passanio. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. A toss play to Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The toss play to Montgomery. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Sanders has it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. give. This is Montgomery. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Montgomery running right and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On play action, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriots. Detroit.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go. Detroit.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sean Robinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively.
It's a foot race. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it can be a thankless job sometimes, but they'll be thanking their kicker here. That's now 4 field goals for him. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, but this offense is going to need to find its rhythm because it's going to take more than field goals to win this football game.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, here's Wentz. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a run with Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Montgomery on the counter. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Broncos on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Hill shedding the tackle. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll toss it to Hunt. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Throwing is Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.